Sadguru, a Grahastha yogi, carries the same intensity, insight, wisdom and passion as the ancient sages to bring well-being to every individual. A mystic, yogi, visionary humanitarian and poet, Sadguru is a spiritual master with a difference. Traversing seamlessly from the ancient to the ultra-modern, he bridges the gap between the known and the unknown, enabling all those who encounter him to explore and experience the deepest dimensions of life. Making a clear break from mere customs and rituals, Sadguru presents the inner dimension in a scientific manner as it is relevant to our times.
Guruji, they say that karma is a seed that you have sown and you have to reap the results. How do you negate karma?
How?
How do you negate karma?
Delete? I'm sorry? Negate. Oh. Now, what you sow is what you reap. It's a very simplistic way of looking at karma. It is true, but it's a very simplistic way of looking at it. It's much more than that. To make you understand right now, let's call it your software. Your karma is your software. Whichever way your software is, that's the way you speak, that's the way you smile, that's the way you act, that's the way you do everything, isn't it? So, how to negate this? Why do you want to negate it? Now, the reason why you want to negate it is because it's a certain bondage. By denying a bondage, you will never become free from it, isn't it? Suppose you're bound and you deny the bondage, will you become free from it? By denying it, you will not become free. By understanding the bondage, and by understanding with what tools you can cut it, you can become free. By simply denying the bondage, will you become free? Freedom will not come. Frustration will come. Because even if you deny it, it doesn't go. Frustrations will come, resentment will come, anger will come, but freedom will not come. So when we talk about freedom, if we talk about freedom or liberation, just now I was talking to somebody and he said, for a long time I was free as a bird, but now I'm… See, now your idea of freedom is a bird. Why? Because you're stuck to the ground, the bird can fly. So your idea of freedom is a bird. But you look at the bird's face and see, is he jumping in joy with freedom? No. He is going about his business flying as you go about your business walking. He's up there looking down at the insects and worms down here, isn't it? You think the bird is experiencing great freedom? Then all the commercial pilots must be fully free all the time flying. That's not how it works. Right now, your idea of freedom, generally human idea of freedom is bird. Free as a bird, isn't it? A bird is not free. When you were a child, you thought adults are free because they could walk and jump and play and run, isn't it, when you were crawling? But you know adulthood is not freedom, isn't it? Similarly, if you become a bird, you will see it is not freedom. Actually, you evolved from a bird You know that from reptile to bird to mammal. So, if you think about something which is not a living experience for you, the only thing that you have is imagination, isn't it? And your imagination is always fueled by your past experience of life. You have no imagination independent of your past experience of life. Is that so? Can you imagine something that you have never seen or heard? You can take something that you already know and, exaggerate it in so many ways. You cannot imagine something 100% new. Please see this. All human imagination is either modifications or distortions of the reality that is existing right now. Is that so? So you cannot imagine something that you do not know. So freedom or liberation is something that you do not know. If you imagine, you will only think of becoming a bird. That is a degradation. A human being becoming a bird is not progress, it's going backwards, isn't it? So never think of anything which is not in your experience. Now, what is binding you? That's what you need to look at. If you want to go to the sky, don't sit here and do, japa on sky, sky, sky. It won't help. What are the ropes which are binding you? If you understand that, if you cut those ropes, you will have to go, isn't it? You understand your bondage and see how to disentangle yourself from the bondage. Now, the idea of negating karma came up in your mind simply because you think karma is bondage, karma is evil. I want you to understand, karma is the very basis of your existence. If I take away all your karma, if I can, if I take away all your karma, you will leave your body right now. You cannot sustain your body. Your ability to be bound with the body is only because of your karma. So you want your karma to go or to stay? You want your karma to go or stay?
If karma goes and that means mukti, then I would want my karma to go.
You wouldn't want to?
My karma to go if it means mukti.
It'll mean mukti. But mukti from your body also, mukti from this world also, mukti from your family also.
It has to happen someday.
It has to happen someday, but do you want it today?
I won't mind.
Right, Farya.
I'm serious. I don't mind.
What binds you to your body, the glue that holds you to the body is karma. If you take away all karma, you cannot hold on to this body. So you want karma, but at the same time you want to be free from it. You don't want your karma to rule you. That's the desire, isn't it? Yes? You want to live in the body, but you don't want to be ruled by it. You want to know something else. You want to be beyond all these things. So we are looking at how to create a little distance between you and your karma. We are not looking at how to erase your karma. We are seeing how to create a little space between you and your karma so that you can operate in little freedom, not all the time entangled with the past impressions. For that, we will give you specific tools with which there are certain moments in your life when your karma has nothing to do with you. You're absolutely free. But still it is there. It is not gone. Because if it is gone, you will be gone too. Because what you call as myself is just your karma functioning in a certain way. Your individuality is just your karmic accumulation. This individual person which we experience as myself right now, this individual person is just a product of your karma. If we erase the karma, this person will disappear. So we want to create little distance from the karma, so this person has little more freedom to create his karma consciously, not unconsciously. Right now, this person is a product of unconscious karma. Now we are trying to make it into a conscious process, so that this person becomes the way he wills. He does not become a product of accidental impressions that have gone into him. So giving you that necessary freedom so that you can create yourself the way you want. not compelled by what's happened in the past.
It is said that mental and physical diseases occur due to past karmas, past birth karmas or this birth karmas. Is it a fact?
See, when we say karma, do not think in terms of bad karma, good karma. So somebody has a disease, it's a punishment for him. No, that's not the way it is. And one thing about karma is, you never think of somebody else's karma. In Kannada we say, Madadavaru papa adadavaru bayali. You know what it means? Somebody did some nonsense. Just by you talking about it, it'll become yours. Whatever nonsense people are doing in the world, you keep talking about it, it'll become yours. Because karma is not in your action, karma is in your volition. You know what I mean? No? See, karma is in the intention with which you perform action. It is a certain way that you are, that you become a certain karma, not necessarily a particular action. For example, now you got very angry, you're very hateful about somebody, so you planned. You kept a knife in your pocket, you waited for the right moment and stuck it into this man, killed him. This is one kind of karma. Or let us say, you want to become a knife thrower, you want to throw it properly right there onto the target, but you're a bad knife thrower. Just by mistake you throw it into this man and he died. It's another kind of karma, karma of accident. Another thing is, you were sitting and just playing with this knife and just by chance you cut his throat, he died. This is another kind of karma, karma of negligence. Or you are a surgeon, you want to save this man's life, with the same knife you try to perform a surgery upon this man, but one wrong move and he died. Same knife, same person dying, same you doing it, but not the same karma. So it's not the action which decides your karma, it's the volition. Or you hate this man, you want to kill him, every day you dream of killing him, but you never did anything to him. That is another kind of karma. In fact, that is the worst kind of karma. Every day you plotted to kill this man, but you did not kill this man. Every day you imagine killing this man. That is the deepest karma. So karma is not in what